Right, we are currently on the way to a lake to try and take some photos. It's about, what, 6 o'clock, so we should have a little bit of time before the sun actually sets fully. This might have to turn into a little bit of a night shoot, but we're on the way now. It says we're about 16 minutes away. The sky looks really nice right now. Look at that, that is gorgeous. Alright, we've made it to the first spot. Perfect timing. I'm going to get a couple shots of the car and yeah, we'll see how they turn out. Alright, I think to start out we're just going to get a sort of front shot of the car. Yeah, I quite like that. I mean, we'll go 50mm. We'll get a landscape of the car in the background. It's difficult trying to capture a black car. It's a really dark shot of the car. Don't know, I'm not really liking how these are turning out. I should have got her a bit earlier, then I would have gotten a little bit more light, but let's try and make do with what we got. So it's quite nice. It's just hard shooting a black car in the dark. Maybe, do you know what I could do? Pop up the back spoiler, maybe get the lights on too. We'll get a rear shot with the TT in. I quite like that, that's quite nice. I'm going to turn the lights off for this one. The rear window has a really nice reflection. So we'll go a bit wider, try and get the whole thing in. That looks alright, I'm liking that. So when you light, we do have a diffuser. I should have brought my Age with me because then I could have mounted both of these on. I'm going to try and turn the lights on for this. Alright, let's see what this looks like with the light on. We'll have a look at the photos and see. But yeah, I think that turned out okay. We'll have a look at the shots. I'll put them up on the screen right now. Let me know what you think. We might go to a car park or something, get a few shots in the car park, and yeah, we'll have to end this video after that. I just got a couple photos near I think it's like a little river bit, and yeah, there was a fire engine next to it. They randomly pulled up because apparently someone's stuck in a wheelchair or something, who knows. So I'll chuck them up on the screen now. But yeah, we're gonna head to a car park and yeah, see how those photos come out too. I don't know how much you can see because it's quite dark, but we've made it to the car park. It's mostly quite busy over in that area, so I don't think I'm taking any car photos here. But I saw this it's quite nice, like up here with this light and all of the like tree branches around it. So I'm gonna try and get a couple of interesting shots of up here. I quite like this light here. Since I'm pretty much only shooting 50mm on this lens anyway, I'm going to put my 50mm on. Should be a lot easier to get a nicer shot of these branches. Let's try and get a shot with, so we can get the light in the top. Lovely. I really like that shot. I think this honestly makes for a really interesting effect. Let's see what it looks like from a little bit further back. Oh, I'm liking how this lamppost is perfectly between the trees here. So let's try and make use of that. Let's try and get a little bit closer on that lamppost. I like that shot. We'll get one last shot from down below. I think we'll get a bit further back and see a bit of an angle on that one. Oh, I really like the way these are turning out. Do you know what, we'll try and get a portrait one low down with that lamppost again in the middle of these trees. Right, I think that is going to be it for this car park. I hope you enjoyed these two spots, and I'll catch you back when I'm editing them. Alright, we have made it back to the office. I've just been editing this video, and I think it's coming out okay so far. I've been looking back through the shots, and although most of them didn't come out great, I'll throw up a few on the screen while I'm talking about them, and I'll let you know why they're my favourites out of the ones that I did take. Starting off, we've got this shot here, and I quite like this shot because it looks over the back of the car at the sunset. The main focus of like this scene should have been the sunset anyway, really. Like, I shouldn't have been focusing on the car because it was really dark in a dark environment. In this location it didn't really work. The rear wing shot I think just looks really clean. I love how the lines on the wing match the lines on the sunset and like the horizon. I'm a big fan of lines in photography, and I think this shot came out like quite nice. I really like the simplicity of it. We also have these two landscape shots. I'll put the first one on the screen. This shot is over the rear window. I really like the actual reflection of the sunset in the back of the car. I think it looks really nice. It's turned out quite nice. This last one, I had to include one of the images of the car. I think this is overall one of the better images, but it's still not great. This is the images I've ended up with. I think my favourite one out of all of them, I'll chuck it on the screen now, it's this rear spoiler shot. I think it just looks really simple compared to a lot of the other shots, and I think it works really well with what I had. One quick thing I will mention, I do really like this portrait shot of like looking through this fence gate at the sunset. Like I said, it also includes those lines. Moving on to the car park shots, I really like these shots. I'm very happy with how they turned out. Starting off, we have this shot with the lamppost. I really like how this shot's come out. I love how the branches kind of wrap around the light. I also really like this shot here that I got with the light in the top corner. It sort of looks like the branches are kind of reaching out of the darkness towards the light. Moving on to the final few shots. These shots turned out great too. I love how this lamppost is like positioned in the middle of the frame, and it just so happened that these trees lined up perfectly next to it, and I think it works really well focusing between the dark parts of the image and the light parts of the image. Having a light as the subject really like makes it pop, I think. I also really like this landscape shot of the two lampposts, one in the top corner, one in the bottom corner. I like how there's two lights in the image, sort of two subjects opposing each other in the different corners of the image. All of these last shots in the car park I was not expecting to get. I knew there were trees there and they look quite nice with the light, but I wasn't expecting to find this part at the back of the car park with the trees wrapping around the lamppost. I think it comes out with a really cool effect. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me take some photos. This is like the first video of this kind, and I'm hoping to make many more. Hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. And yeah, let me know what I can do differently, where you think I can go, if there's any spots you know of that you think would be cool to go to take some photos. Let me know and I'll try and check them out.